Because if you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. Where are you guys?
Welcome back, family. Today, we've got an update on how our 36-year-old divorced woman who regrets not having kids is doing. Fellas, these women keep on getting worse as time goes on. To refresh your memory, here's the woman I am talking about.
And my life as a mother is just... it's gone. And I'm angry. And I'm heartbroken.
You can go watch the full clip on the episode 8 of my Modern Women Hitting the Wall Hard and Humbled series. Basically, this woman divorced her husband and finds herself at 36 years of age with no kids, regretting her life decisions. Now, about a year later, let's see how she is doing.
I would really appreciate tapping into the mid-30s divorced women TikTokers. I don't know where you are, but I need you. I'm looking for the women who are several months, if not several years, out of their divorce. Mine was in the fall of 2020. And I just want to talk to you guys and hear from you guys about just, like, how the fuck you do it. How do you carry on? How do you not let this destroy you? Because if you're in your mid-30s, you know that said divorce directly played into your ability to have children. Where are you guys? And do you need me as badly as I need you? Or have you somehow miraculously figured it all out? And either way, I want to hear from you.
1 year later, and she's still looking for sympathy from other miserable people on TikTok. This is a pure demonstration on how misery really loves company. Let's watch some more sweet tears.
The hardest part of my divorce, and I don't know if this is the case for other people, but for me, the hardest part is feeling like I am perpetually in an alternate timeline. And it feels like that because I never pictured a future or a reality where I wasn't going to be with my ex-husband and the community and family that we had. And I just find myself, like, over and over experiencing these moments of, like, just, it's not supposed to be this way. Or, like, I feel like I'm in the wrong timeline. I had a moment this morning where I was emptying the dishwasher and just putting dishes away, and I just broke down thinking, like, this isn't supposed to be my silverware. This is not supposed to be my plates. This isn't supposed to be my kitchen. All of this is wrong. How did I end up here? And I'm trying so hard to find the good parts of this new reality or dimension that I'm in. And I am finding them in pieces, but the loss and the pain and the confusion of what I thought my life was.
Do not be fooled by how this woman appears so soft-spoken and gentle. She is definitely your worst nightmare, and I am going to prove it to you by breaking down her relationship with her parents in this next clip. Now, I want you to focus on all the expectations she is putting on how her parents should treat each other and how they should treat her.
Today is my parents' 43rd wedding anniversary, and normally when people have an anniversary or they're thinking about someone that they've spent so many years with and love, they have lots of things to say, lots of photos to share, lots of gross I love yous. And this is what my father posted. "Can you feel the love?" And I was joking. I was joking about how feelingless that was, until I checked my mother's Facebook and realized that she blocked me. And I should not be shocked by this, because the last time she spoke to me was on Christmas Eve, which was after an argument, when I finally opened up to her that the reason I'm so hurt by her actions at that time and throughout the years is because I have never felt unconditional love from her or my father, and that I didn't really want to keep going anymore. And her response was to hand me the phone 24 hours after this conversation happened, to hand me the phone and tell me to call a hotline or a therapist, and then left the room. I told her to come back in the room to have an adult conversation with me and to share with her that what she had just done was the most dangerous thing you could do to someone who is struggling with their mental health. So for their 43rd anniversary, I'm going to celebrate by not celebrating and coming clean about the second most difficult part of my divorce, which has been abandonment from my parents.
Her parents have been married for 43 years, and her sorry 37-year-old self thinks that she can tell her father what not to say on their wedding day anniversary. Do you see the entitlement that I'm talking about now? I really applaud her mother for being so harsh with her, because she has known her daughter for over 35 years, and she knew that she was threatening to end her life just for attention. In this next clip, you are going to see how she is going to react to her mother advice on how to keep and treat a man. You will see how her twisted feminist mindset will push her to draw conclusions on the dynamic of the relationship between her parents. Then you will understand why her mother completely cut her off.
My mother worked full-time. She went to grad school. My father refused to finish college. He did not get a full-time job, so he never had a 401k. He never brought in health insurance. My mother was the one who did all of that, and she wasn't able to do it on one income, so her family contributed financially instead of my father. Now, my mother went back to work while my father took care of me while I was an infant, and when my mother fell ill a few years later, my father ended up taking on the caretaker role. So, it's not like he was 100% incompetent or incapable, but there were issues, and I internalized those, and I heard conversations about them, and I developed beliefs around this. One of the most fundamental things that I learned was that you need to ensure that the man is comfortable emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, at all costs, including your own well-being. I also learned that you're supposed to go to therapy to find ways of suppressing your basic needs so that the man's needs can be met and you can live copacetically. My mother also taught me that I would never get to keep a man if I didn't put out. She would give me tips on how to boost my father's ego when it was clear that he needed it. And so I just really developed these fundamental beliefs that my survival was dependent on making sure that the man was always okay. And I have a slew of failed relationships because of it.
No. You have a slew of failed relationships because you refuse to do exactly what your mother thought you. Instead, you do whatever you feel like. Fellas, stay away from these type of women who appear to be soft, but will make you bleed very slowly until your deathbed. That's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts about the video in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching, And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you liked the video. Peace!